Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this one we are going to be ranking the Assassin's Creed games from worst to best. Just a little disclaimer, this is all in my opinion, and if you disagree with that, that's absolutely fine, because it is all in my opinion and it is not factual in any way, shape or form. At number 8 we have Assassin's Creed Unity. Now this game was, well, let's put it in one way, it was a mess. So there's really no other way. It was not finished really, they bugged it up, the story was meh, the characters were meh. Arno was alright, so it was all mediocre besides from the optimization, which brought it down, and which is why it's my least favourite Assassin's Creed game so far. At number 7 we have Assassin's Creed 3. Now this one's so high up on this because really it was a similar case to Unity, besides from the fact that it wasn't as badly optimized. Connor was meh, story was, it could have been better if Connor was better, the gameplay was the gameplay was good, and the optimization was also good, so that made it better than Unity. It just also felt more diverse than Unity, because Unity was all in one city and Assassin's Creed 3 was all over the place. If you think about it, it's all like the frontier, Boston. But the cities got boring because they were all square blocked and etc. So that's why I didn't really like it. But beyond that, Connor was a hard character to get to like, and the story wasn't very interesting, I suppose. That's one way of putting it. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 is at number 7. At number 6 we've got Assassin's Creed 1. Now many of you are thinking, why is this so high up on the list? And I'll tell you why. The story was alright and the gameplay was repetitive. It's better than 3 in Unity because it actually did something good for the franchise, which was starting it off, and with a heap load of lore of which was never explored. But I'll tell you, he was always a mysterious character, which made him likeable for some. But really, he was a little bit bland. He didn't have much of a character to him in the game, but that was expanded on in another. However, Altair does have some merit for his reverence in the Assassin Order throughout the ages. But that's why Assassin's Creed 1 is so high up on the list. Next up on the list we have Assassin's Creed Rogue. Now why is this so high up, you ask? Well, it's quite a short game, but hear me out on this one. It is a good game, and it's an amazing story. It's got an amazing story, and the character is alright, but there are some things that let it down. Length was one of them. It was really short game. 6 sequences of which you could probably beat in about, I don't know, a few hours. Maybe 6 hours. And let's be honest, it was basically a copy and paste of Black Flag, though it did include some new animations, which made it not 100% a copy and paste, and Shay moved differently, which means that they did actually put some effort into making it. But Assassin's Creed Rogue is at number 5 on my list, as other games were better than it. At number 4 we have Assassin's Creed Revelations, which was an amazing game, which had an amazing story based around an amazing character, in which the gameplay was quite fast and quite fluid, but the engine was very blocky for an agile sort of character. However, that aside, the game was very fun to play. However, there's one thing that I was a little bit concerned about, is the fact that it didn't contain the gravity that Assassin's Creed 1 through Brotherhood sort of had. And to be honest with you, Brotherhood barely contained that gravity either. But this is why Assassin's Creed Revelations is at number 4 on my list, because Assassin's Creed Revelations is a good game, deserves a hype spot, but the other games on this list are just a little bit better. So that's why Brotherhood is this high up on the list. Next up we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, because Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was a great game. Just like Revelations, it had a great story, it had a great character, and the setting was also quite a fun one. Now we're back in like Italy, just after like the Renaissance era, like sort of towards the end of it in Rome. though it was only in one city, that city sort of made up for it because it was a very interesting place to be. You could recruit your own like army of assassins and sort of kill people, and I found that to be very good and really fun. I also found the fast combat to be entertaining as well, and the engine was definitely playable, though the parkour felt a little bit blocky, but that's because they didn't have the technology to do it back then. But what they did with the technology they had was definitely a very good thing. Ubisoft had made a very good game out of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and that is why Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is so high up on the list, because Assassin's Creed Brotherhood deserves to be respected for its position, because it didn't let us down, and it was a very good and fun game, so that's why Brotherhood is so high up. At number 2, we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, this isn't for story reasons, this is purely for gameplay and etc. Though the story was great, the character development was amazing, that only adds to it in a minor way, but the open world was amazingly fun to explore and also very interesting as well. And Edward was an interesting character to get to know. He had an interesting change, he changed quite a lot throughout the course of the game. The naval was amazing and really fun. The open world was diverse, the cities were different, everything felt as it should. The engine of which it ran on was very good. The gameplay, like, you could hunt sharks by harpooning, you could go killing people, you can hunt, it's all in there. It's like an adaptation of Assassin's Creed 3, just better, and it's how Assassin's Creed 3 should have been times 10, and, you know, it was just a really fun game to play. But it's not at number 1 on the list for a really good reason. And that reason was Assassin's Creed 2's existence. Assassin's Creed 2 was an amazing game with an outstanding story, an amazing character. Ezio Auditore was absolutely amazing in every single game he's in, which is 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, but the story in this one shows us him from birth to the age of about 40, which is really interesting because we get to see the first 40 years of his life from birth to 40 years old, in which he does a lot of things about revenge, and he does a lot to avenge the deaths of his family, and it's all very interesting and very fun to play because you just go around killing people, and it is amazingly fun because Ezio Auditore is Bay. Ezio also has the feelings as an assassin, and he feels like an amazing character. He has chemistry, he has everything. He has chemistry with every character he meets. He has the character of a character who feels real, and the game was also very fun, and that's why Assassin's Creed 2 is so hot. It's the number 1 on my list because it's my favourite Assassin's Creed game. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, tell me what your list is, and I'll see you all in the next one with another video. So thanks you guys, see ya!